Going to start in a seated position this morning. And for this practice, and for every practice, but especially these home practices, I really want to encourage the use of sound. So one of the fastest ways that the body gets rid of tension is through sound, usually involuntary sound. So if you think about it, if you stub your toe, you'll most likely make a noise. So it's tension coming out of the body. When we move in unusual ways, like we do in yoga, it brings tension into the body. So counter to what people think, whole opening muscles, like in a big stretch, activates the sympathetic nervous system. That's the accelerator muscle. And the way that we make yoga so effective is we activate the sympathetic nervous system, but then we use the breath and we use the other tools that we have, the embodiment, the mindfulness, to down-regulate that. And that's why you get this like beautiful toning of the vagus nerve, which is the thing we really want to tone in yoga. And one of the ways, so because we are bringing stress into the body by opening muscles, by stretching, by moving in unusual patterns, you really need to be mindful with the breath so you can down-regulate that response. One of the fastest ways to do that is a big, noisy sigh. Please take advantage of your home practice and make big, noisy sighs. You're going to feel better for the rest of your day for it. My household sounds like the most stressed out place, but it's not, because we all use big, noisy sighs all the time to sort of keep ourselves in check. So rather than holding that tension in the body, what you'll hear a lot in my house is a movement of it out. I cannot encourage it enough this morning in your practice. So full permission. If you can't do it in your workplace, if it's going to upset your partner, full permission to take really big, really noisy sighs this morning. Test it out and see how it makes you feel. That said, let's find a seat to start with. If it's possible this morning, please start with the legs crossed in some way rather than the kneeling position. If it's not possible, stick with what works for you. We're going to rest the hands facing down on the knees and then lift the front of the heart a little. Slide the shoulder blades on purpose down the back and then bring the head into neutral. So for most of us, that means lifting the face just a little bit. Keeping all of that, close down the eyes. Start to deepen the breath, expanding the lungs as you inhale. Nice long exhale through the nose to start with. As you focus on the breath, let the face become very soft. Let those breaths be a little longer than you would take naturally. The next time you breathe in, really fill the lungs. A silent sigh through the mouth. Come back to the breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. A couple of cycles here. And then take a long inhale through the nose. Really fill the belly up here. Little sound as you sigh out of the mouth this time. Feel what happens. Let a natural breath return. Start to deepen the inhales. Breathe more air in. Pace the exhales. Slow breath out. And then one more round together. Take a big inhale. Fill the belly. Big, big, big breath in. Take another sip. Take another sip. Be so full of breath. Noisy sigh out of the mouth. Rest in the effects of that. This very simple, very accessible hack for your nervous system. Let's bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart. Take a moment here and decide how you're showing up to the world today. We don't have much choice in where we're showing up, but we have 100% choice in how we're showing up. Decide on the version of you that your family, your partner, your pets, that the world gets today. Take a big breath in, embody that version of you. Bow the head as you exhale. Very gently blink the eyes open. We're going to keep our legs in a cross. So have one foot in front of the shin so the legs aren't crossing over each other. Both legs on the earth. And then we're just going to start by pulling up the left knee, rolling onto the right side of the bottom, and then the right knee. So find this rocking motion. You'll find a little squeeze in the obliques to lift that knee up, a little massage through the glutes. Get a little free with it now, rocking side to side, and now check that you're breathing as you move. Nice. Keep that going, and if you can, extend the arms up. So you will feel the sides of the waist squeeze to lift the leg. Make sure you're still breathing here. Nice. We're going to add a little rock to the side. So now as the right knee comes down, lean all the way over to the right side. Bring your face as close to the earth as you can. Left knee comes up. Reach all the way back up, changing sides. Left knee down, face down, right knee up. Add your breath to this now. So cycle yourself through, pushing the earth away as you come up. Nice, everyone. Reach, breathing. Sink the breath in a way that makes sense. A big inhale to open and an exhale to come down. We'll do that twice more. And then reaching back up. We'll all take a big breath in here. Stay for the breath out. Let the head come into neutral. A little challenge. See if you could change the cross of the legs without the hands. If you need the hands, go for it. Good. And now just start that rocking and rolling this way. Make sure you're breathing. Squeeze the sides of the waist here. And now we'll sink the breath. An inhale to reach up, coming down on an exhale. These big sweeping motions. Feel free to close the eyes. Really helps with your proprioception, finding out where you are in space. The better we are at proprioception, so the more we know where we are in space, the better we are at being embodied. We'll do two more like this. And then extending the arms up, reach up, look up, take a big inhale here. Bow forwards for the exhale. Hands find the earth. Soften the body down. Relax the shoulders. Take a nice big breath in here. Nice noisy sigh. Let it go. We'll take one more big breath in. Soften the heart towards the earth. Big breath out. Reach all the way back up. Squeeze the core to get the hands back up. A challenge again to change the cross of the legs without the hands. If you need the hands, go for it. Heart lifts on a breath in. Bow forwards. Big breath out. You've got two breaths here. I highly suggest a big noisy sigh. Move some tension out of the body. When we make a big noisy sigh, we trigger the vagus nerve. That is an excellent thing to do for your nervous system. Rise all the way up on a big breath in. Turn to face the front of your mat and then extend all the way back, stepping the feet back. Find a downward facing dog. Nice big breaths here. We're going to fine tune our downward facing dog before we wiggle anything out. So press the fingertips into the earth and unlock the elbows.
Dangle the head now. Look through your knees so the chin moves towards the heart and the ribs move towards each other. Tilt your tailbone up, up, up towards the ceiling. And now start breathing here. Nice long inhales. Try an upside down sigh. See what happens to you when you take a big noisy in downward facing dog. Once you're breathing here, now start to gently pedal out the legs, bending one leg, straightening the other. Keep looking between your knees. So the tendency will be for the neck to engage and the gaze to come forwards. Keep the gaze between your knees. That weight of your skull stretching out the upper back here. Breathe. And with the next exhale, find stillness in downward facing dog. A big breath in, big breath out. Peel the heels high to the sky, bend the knees, and take a step forward. So coming into a shortened downward facing dog. Heels will most likely be off the earth. Lift up onto left fingertips with a breath in. Left hand reaches underneath the body to find right leg, maybe the calf, maybe the ankle, maybe you even wrap around the heel. Once you've got your grip, take a big breath in, and now move your tailbone a lot towards the left as you breathe out. Hang the head now, try to look underneath that right armpit to see the ceiling. Breathe here, tailbone moves to the left, pull that leg with the hand that's wrapped around it and unlock your other elbow. Good, you take one more long breath in here. Noisy sigh perhaps as you breathe out. Release the grip of the left hand, place it back down, step the feet back out to downward facing dog. We've got a nice long breath in here. Stay for the breath out. Dangle your head, look through the knees. Keep your eye gaze back there as the left leg floats all the way up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog, breath in. Bend the knee, open through the hips, breath out. Keep pressing your heart back towards that right knee. Drop left heel towards bottom. See if you can lift right armpit a little bit. Really nice. Take a big breath in here. Stay for your breath out. Squeeze through the core now to even up the pelvis. Drop the left hip back in line with the right hip and now extend that left heel out long. Big breath in. Left foot is stepping outside of left hand. Right knee comes to the earth. So we went wide through that left foot. Turn the foot out on a 45-degree angle and then place left hand to the inside of the left knee. Open lizard. Start pushing that left knee out and then drawing your head back towards the tailbone. Big opening through the front of the body here. Find the breath. Nice big inhale. Maybe a nice big sigh. See if you can push the knee away from the heart. Push the heart away from the knee. One more big breath in here. Nice big breath out. Lift the left hand to the ceiling. We'll take an inhale. Left hand floats down underneath left shoulder for an exhale. Tuck the back toes. Lift that right knee off the ground now. We'll take a big breath in. Stay here for a breath out. See if you can lift right hip a little higher. Really nice. So breath in, looking forwards. Keep looking forwards as you step to high plank as you breathe out. Option to drop the knees here, but we're not here for long, so maybe see if you can keep them up. Dome the back of the shoulder blades. Lift the weight of the head forwards. Take a breath in. Knees down, point the toes, elbows squeeze against the ribcage as you lower the heart all the way to the earth. Heel up, baby cobra, toenails stay on the floor, breath in, lower slowly down, breath out. We're doing that twice more. Push the feet into the ground, squeeze the elbows backwards as you rise. Let the breath go. One more time here, big inhale. Lowering down, exhale. Tuck your toes, squeeze your elbows backwards. Take a breath in with me. Push to high plank as you breathe out. Well done. Come back to downward facing dog. Extend through the back of the body. Dangle the head. Look between your knees. Find the breath. Find a big noisy sigh. So we undo some of that conditioning that we're not allowed to take noisy sighs. Peel the heels up high, bend the knees, step the feet lightly forward. Shorten your downward facing dog here. Lift up onto right fingertips, breath in. Reach across the body for the left leg somewhere, breath out. Once you've got your grip, take a big inhale. Shift your tailbone a lot to the right, exhale. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Start pulling on that heel with the right hand. Unlock your left elbow. If you've stopped breathing, start breathing again here. Dangling the head, shifting the tailbone towards the right. Really nice. Extend that right arm forwards again, place it back on the earth. Step the feet lightly back, downward facing dog. This time, right leg extends up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open through the hips. Once you have this shape, dangle the head, bring the chin towards the chest. Really nice. Now push that right knee higher, heel to bottom. Lift up through your left armpit. Find the breath here. Big opening through the right groin. Could you push your right knee further away from your left knee? Open, 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 breath in. With the knee bent, bring the pelvis back in line. Right hip drops down in line with left hip. And now extend back out to three-legged dog. Take a breath in here. Right foot is landing wide. Left knee comes to the earth. If you need to do that in the opposite order, that's completely fine. Turn this front foot out and then bring the hand to the inside of the knee. Start to open here. So it's a heart opener and a groin opener. Find the breath here. If it feels okay for your neck, feel free to open through the front of the throat. If you're crunching into the lower back here, lift the left hip bone up. Very nice. Breathe. Try a noisy sigh here. We all have a lot to release from the front of the body. Extend that right arm all the way up. Take a big breath in here. Right hand lands under right shoulder, eye gazes forwards for a breath out. Tuck the left toes, lift that left knee off the ground, lift the left hip up higher. Little micro adjustment here. Could you move the left hip bone back and the right hip bone comes forwards? Eye gaze is forwards. Connect with the breath here. Stay. Eye gaze stays forwards as the right leg steps back, high plank. Good. Drop both heels over to the left. Peel the right arm up, Vashisthasana. Take a big breath in. Come back through high plank, breath out. Drop both heels to the right, left arm lifts, Vashisthasana. Big inhale. Left hand down for an exhale. Lift the back of the heart in high plank, breath in. Lower slowly to the earth, breath out. Point through your toes. Well done. This time, full cobra pose. Push the toes into the floor. Lift through the heart, pushing the ground away. Take a breath in here. Belly button comes to spine as the toes tuck. Find downward facing dog. Nice long breath out. Well done, everyone. In downward facing dog, start to regulate your breath. Slow inhales. Take a big sigh and really notice what that changes for you. It's going to help the breath slow right down. Test it out. Could you push past some of that conditioning that you're not allowed to make big primal noises and make a big primal noise? Beautiful. You've got one more big breath in here. Chin comes to chest, sigh something out, big exhale. Peel the heels high to the sky, bend the knees deeply, look between the hands. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Halfway lift, take a long breath in here. Belly comes to thighs as you bow forwards, big breath out. Dangle forwards. Chin towards the chest. You should be looking between your knees, almost looking back up to your belly button. And now take ragdoll pose. Hold opposite elbows, wrap the hands around the elbows. With the head dangling, actively pull your elbows towards the earth, like they're going to touch the ground. Breathe into the back of the heart, that area behind the shoulder blades being pulled open for you. Take a big breath in. Sigh something out. Take one more big breath in. Big exhale. Keep the bind on the arms now as you push into the heels, and we'll rise all the way up to standing. Push the ground away with the feet. Could you bring the biceps back behind the ears, arms tucked like this? Nice work. Pull the kneecaps up as you lift the heart, the chin, breath in. Lean to the right as you breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. Push your hip bones to the left. Push your head back, take a big inhale. Extend the arms out, palms meet together, exhale. Take a big breath in here. Bind the elbows for the breath out. Nice work, everyone. Squeeze the core, come back through center, breath in. Drop the shoulders down, keep the bind of the arms, breath out. Take a big inhale to lift the chin. Bend the knees, bow forwards again, big exhale. Change the grip of your elbows, so hold your elbows the weird way and dangle the head forwards. Take a big breath into the back of the heart again. Sigh something out. Nice. Rise all the way up to standing with the arms bound. Push the ground away with the feet. Lock the biceps back behind the ears. Engage the core. Beautiful. Take a big breath in here. Lean to the left. Push your hips to the right. Good. Once you get there, move the head backwards. Open the heart to the sky. Breathe in. Extend the arms out. Kali Mudra is a breath out. Big inhale here. Bind the elbows. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Lift the chin. Squeeze your way back to center. Breath out. Let the hands simply come down to the sides as the eyelids close down. Find Tadasana. Beautiful work. Breathe. Take a nice big sigh in Tadasana and see what that changes for you. Really, you sigh with the eyes closed so you can really, really notice the impact that it has on your nervous system. Work on slowing the breath right down. And now blink the eyes open, bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart space. We'll take a big breath in, reach up, look up. Belly comes to spine as the knees bend, bow forwards, breath out. Halfway lift for an inhale here. Left leg steps back, left knee finds the earth for an exhale. Hands come together, create Kali Mudra. That's the extension of the index finger as we take a big breath in. Lift those front toes, soften the groin as you breathe out. Really nice. Little micro adjustment here. The right hip bone comes back, left hip bone comes forward, shoulders drop down. Could you pull the arms back so you cannot see your biceps? Breathe here. We'll take an inhale, point to the sky a little higher. Point to the right as you exhale, exhale, exhale. Squeeze your core here. Open the heart to the sky. Take a big breath in. Hands come apart. The right hand reaches towards the earth. Maybe it finds it, maybe it doesn't. Big inhale to open the front of the heart. Stay for your exhale. That right arm comes back, collects the left hand, will reach to the sky, a breath in. Hands come apart as you extend through that front leg. Hands reach back, take a big breath out here. An inhale, slow it down, reach up, slow the breath, look up if you can. And then an exhale, push the earth away with that front heel, extend, hands come back, heart comes forwards. One more time like this, take a nice long breath in. Maybe a sigh this time if you can pace it as you exhale, 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 land. Extend the hands back, palms face each other. Big adjustment here. The right hip bone for most of us is kicking up. Could you move it downwards? Left hip bone comes forwards. Beautiful. Heart pushes forwards as the shoulder blades push into the back of it. Think arrowhead. Take a breath in here. Stay for a breath out. Beautiful. Fingers are going to brush the floor as that front knee bends. Lift all the way up. Look up. Breath in. Hands and knees as the breath out. So hands come down. Right knee comes back. Heart comes forwards on an inhale. Elbows squeeze backwards. Toes point. Exhale. Cobra pose is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Extend the spine long. Dangle the head. Start breathing straight away. Try a sigh here. We'll take a nice long breath in together. Stay for a big sigh. Peel up onto the heels, listen carefully here, breath in. Drop both heels towards the left. Bend the knees deeply. Eye gaze comes forward as you hover that left hip just above the earth. Good. Option to stay here, option to peel that right arm up, big breath in. Reaching forwards, a breath out. Inhaling wherever you are. And an exhale is going to get us back to downward facing dog. Nice work. Big breath in. Sighing something out. Peel the heels high to the sky with the next inhale. Bend the knees deeply. Look between the thumbs. Right foot steps, left foot follows. Halfway lift when you get there. Deep forward fold. Dangle through the head and neck. Ragdoll pose. Take hold of opposite elbows. Sweep all the way up with this bind. Push the ground away. Come to standing. Take a big breath in. Lock the core on. Drop the shoulders down. Breath out. Nice work. Heart lifts. Chin lifts. Breath in. Lean to the right as you breathe out. Roll that left shoulder open. Take a big breath in. Kali Mudra. Extend your hands out. Clasp the index finger. Breath out. Good. Stay here for a breath in. Lean over further, further, further for a breath out. Beautiful, everyone. Bring the hands back to ragdoll. Squeeze through the core. Come up to standing. Breath in. Big breath. Let it go. Relax the shoulders down. Lift the heart. Lift the chin. Breath in. Lean to the left. Breath out. Roll that right shoulder open. And now extend the arms out. Kali Mudra. Lean over way further than you think you can. Big breath into it. Stay for a breath out. Hands come back to ragdoll. Squeeze, come through center. Breath in. Stay upright for the breath out. And inhale to lift the chin slightly. Hands come apart. Tadasana is the exhale. Slowly bring the arms down. Eyelids come down. Breathe here. Let the energy settle. Let the breath settle. And once it has, take a longer breath in. Take a big, noisy sigh. Move something out. Stay here for one more big inhale. Let it go. Blink the eyes open, hands meet together in front of the heart. Extend all the way up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in. Belly comes to spine, knees bend as you bow forwards. Breath out. Halfway lift here. Extend forwards. The right leg is stepping back this time. Right knee comes to the ground. Lift all the way up. Bring those front toes up with you. Create Kali Mudra. So index fingers extend and now soften down through the groin without gripping those front toes. Adjustment through the hips here. Left hip bone comes back, right hip bone comes forward. Squeeze behind the belly button to lift the heart. Really nice. Shoulders down into their sockets. We'll take a breath in here. Lift the chin a little. Point to the left. Breath out. Nice big inhale. Push through that front heel. Hands come apart. Soften through the groin. Left hand reaches towards the earth. A breath in to lean further over. Stay for your breath out. Brace through the core. The left hand's going to come all the way back up and collect that right hand. And now we exhale, pressing into that front foot. Start to extend that front leg. Hands come back really nice and steady. Beautiful. And inhale, nice and slow. Slow this bit right down to lift the heart. Lift the toes if you can. Lift the gaze. Nice slow exhale. Push through that front heel. Heart drives forwards as the hands extend back. One more time like this. Breathing out, maybe a nice big sigh here. Heart presses forwards. Doesn't matter if that front leg is bent or straight, but we're bringing it as straight as we can. Palms face each other, stay here. Squeeze the shoulders into the back of the heart. So think a heart opener here, driving the heart forwards. Energy into fingertips. Triceps are working to straighten the arms. Take a big breath in. Push your left hip backwards and down. Breath out. Beautiful, everyone. Sweep the hands all the way back up. Breath in. Hands and knees is the breath out. Hands frame that front foot. Left foot steps back. Heart rolls forwards on an inhale. Elbows squeeze backwards on an exhale. Cobra pose. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog on the breath out. Tuck the toes. The core takes you there. Land in downward facing. Tuck the chin into the chest. Play with your breath here. See what a big sigh upside down does for you. Press the fingertips into the earth. Elbows are unlocked. You've got one more big breath in here. Staying for your breath out. Maybe it's a nice, satisfying sigh. Heels peel up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in here. Heels drop to the right as you breathe out. Eye gaze comes forward as you lower the hips down towards the earth. Option to stay like this, option to extend that left arm up on a breath in, reaching to the front of your mat for a breath out. Inhale to sweep back up. Exhale brings us all back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Letting something go with a breath out. Peeling the heels high, bending the knees, look forwards. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Halfway lift here. Side out. Find ragdoll pose with the opposite grip, your non-default grip. We'll take a big breath in. Pull your elbows like they're going to touch the earth on the breath out. Hang your head. Sweep all the way up to standing with the arms bound. Take a big inhale. Drop the shoulders into their sockets. Engage the core as you exhale. Nice work, everyone. From here, extend the arms up. Find Kali Mudra. Index fingers extend, palms press. Lift the chin a little. Pull the kneecaps up. We'll take a big inhale to prepare. Lean to the left. Say. Take another big inhale and lean further, 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 further. Take one more big breath in. Lean over as far as you possibly can. Squeeze through the core to come back. Let the shoulders settle. Engage the core again. Good. Lift the heart, lift the chin. Breath in. Move faster than your mind. Lean over, 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 over. Good. Take another breath in. Roll the left shoulder open. Lean over further. Take another breath in. Lean over further. We can always go further in a lateral bend. One more big breath in. Point the fingers as far from your heart as you can. Stay for that breath out. Beautiful. Squeeze the core. Come back up. Let the shoulders soften down first. Eyes closed. Feel your hands move through space as you find Tadasana. Breathe. Notice what's starting to shift in the body. So Tadasana, we let everything settle. And then we focus our awareness on what's starting to move in the body. Look for a more equal distribution of energy. Once you're able to slow the breath down, take a big noisy sigh and pay attention to how it makes you feel, to what it changes in your body. You've got one more big breath in here. Letting it go, breath out. Bring the hands to meet together in front of the heart space. Blink the eyes open. Extend upwards with a big breath in. Belly comes to spine, knees bend as you bow forwards, breath out. Halfway lift here for a breath in. Left leg steps back, left knee finds the earth, breathe everything out. Sweep the arms all the way up. Kali Mudra is a breath in. Toes up as you soften through the groin, breath out. Beautiful. Lift the front of the heart, inhale. Point to the right as you exhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hands come apart here. Reaching towards the earth. Maybe the fingertips find it, maybe they don't. Roll the left shoulder open. Take a big breath in. Stay for a breath out. Front toes are soft. Drive weight through that front heel as that right arm comes up. Squeeze the core to collect the left hand. We'll take a big breath in, extending through that front leg all the way down. Breath out. Twice more like that. Sweep the arms up. Take a big inhale. Look up if you can. Push weight through the front heel. Exhale. Palms face each other. Heart forwards. One more time. You've got it. Maybe a sigh as you move here. Ready for a little change. Tuck the back toes. As you bend into that front knee, bring the back leg off the earth. We'll rise all the way into our standing lunge. Beautiful work. Take a breath in here. Stay for a breath out. A little bit of fine tuning here. The left hip bone comes forwards by pushing that back heel forwards. Right hip bone moves back. Squeeze behind the belly button. Heart lifts. Really nice. Shoulders drop into their sockets. Take a big breath in here. Hands sweep forwards. Front knee stays bent. Fingers come down towards the earth, and then extend the hands back, arrowhead pose. Palms face the earth in arrowhead. Squeeze the shoulder blades in to push the heart forwards and upwards. Really nice. Once you've got that, press so much through the front heel that that right hip bone moves back and the tailbone shifts to the left. Find your breath here. Push your shoulder blades into each other. Good. Triceps work as you try to pull the pinky fingers to touch each other. Breathe through this. Arrowhead's a big shape. See if you can squeeze the heart further forwards. Nice work, everyone. Stay. Give me a wave with your front toes. Lock the back knee. We'll take one more big breath in here. Stay for the breath out. Start bending the front knee more. Come with me here. Brace yourself. That back foot might hop forwards a couple of times, or it might float up. Breathe here. And now think about bringing the back of your head towards your tailbone, opening the front of the body. Energy into fingertips. Take a big breath in. Stay for a big breath out. You've got this. Lift the left inner thigh. Big breath in. Stay for one more breath. And inhale prepares us to move. Exhale lands that left foot slowly down. Nice work. Lift the hands to the sky. Well done. Breath in. High plank is your breath out. Hands frame the front foot. Step lightly backwards. Option to drop the knees here if you need. Heart rolls forwards. Lower halfway down. Upward facing dog. Big breath in. Downward facing dog. Slow the breath down here. You might need a big sigh after that. We'll take one more big breath in. Nice big sigh. Peel the heels high to the sky. Bend the knees. Drop both heels to the left. Lower that left hip bone down like we've been practicing, and then lift your gaze here. Look forwards. Option to peel the right arm up, breath in. Option to extend forwards, breath out. Sweeping up, breath in. We all come to downward facing dog on the breath out. Nice long inhale. Nice big sigh. Peel the heels high, bend the knees. Left foot steps, right foot follows. Halfway lift here. Deep forward fold. Hands come together. Reach all the way up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Keep the hands high. Drop the shoulders down. Kali Mudra is your breath out. So fingers extended. Pull the kneecaps up. Engage the core. So you tuck the tailbone. Lift the heart. Lift the chin. Big breath in here. Without hesitating, lean to the right. Breath out. Really nice. Roll that left shoulder open. Without hesitating, go over further. One more big breath in. Lean further, breath out. Squeeze through the core, come back through center. Big inhale. Drop the shoulders, relax the jaw. Pull the kneecaps up, engage the core, lift the chin, breath in. Move faster than your mind, simply lean to the left. Another big breath in, lean further. One more big breath in, go further. Squeeze through the core, come back through center, breath in. Stay in Kali Mudra for a breath out. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, knees bend, forward fold. Last little bit of flow now. Halfway lift for a breath in. Right leg steps back this time. Right knee finds the earth, breath out. Sweep the hands up. Take a nice big inhale. Toes come up as you soften through the groin. Exhale, beautiful work. Big inhale here. Lean to the left, lean to the left. Hands come apart as that right shoulder opens, lift the chin, breathe in here. Stay for a breath out. Front toes, give me a wave. Left hand comes up to collect the right hand. Feel the core engage for that to work. Big breath in. Extend through that right leg. Hands come back up, forwards, breath out. Let's slow this down. Nice big inhale. Maybe a sigh here. One more time, nice and slow. Extending through that front leg, breathe everything out. We're going to tuck our back toes, bend into that front knee. Back leg is coming up with us. High lunge. Well done, everyone. Land here. Little bit of fine tuning. Left hip bone moves back. Bring that back heel forwards. Lock that back leg if you can to bring the hip bones into line. Then we squeeze behind the belly button to lift the heart. Shoulders come down. Beautiful. Wave at me with your front toes. Very nice. We'll take a breath in here. Bend the front knee more. A breath in to lift the heart. Left hip bone pushes backwards. Start to lean forwards. Front knee stays bent, stays bent, stays bent. Hands reach towards the earth. Palms backwards, arrowhead pose. Palms face down in arrowhead. Squeeze like you're trying to touch your pinky fingers. Triceps work really hard here. Lift the arch on the front foot to push that front hip bone back. Tailbone moves to the right. Squeeze shoulder blades into the back of the heart. It's a heart opener here. Lift the chin. Get really steady through the mind, through the breath. You got it. Squeeze, lift the front of your body again, and now start bending that front knee more. For most of us, it's going to take a couple of little hops. Maybe that back leg simply floats up. Left leg works hard here. Turn it into a back bend. Could you lift right inner thigh and move the back of your head towards your tailbone? Squeeze triceps, breathe. Slow down the breath, get it under control here. If you can find your center here, you're going to find it in homeschooling. Stay. Another long breath in. Stay for the breath out. One more, you can do it. Squeeze the core, breath in. Back foot lowers slowly, slowly, slowly down, breath out. What a relief. Extend the hands up, breath in. High plank is the breath out. Last time through a vinyasa. Whatever is working for you at this point. Just rinse it through the body. We meet in downward facing dog. Breathe it out here. Test out those sighs. We'll take a big breath in together. Nice, big, noisy sigh. Peel the heels high to the sky. Bend the knees deeply. Drop both heels to the right. Right hip bone comes down. Heart comes forwards. Like gaze come forward. Option to lift left hand for a breath in. Reaching forwards for a breath out. Extending up. We all meet back in downward facing dog. Take a nice long breath in here. Knees to the earth, child's pose is your breath out. As always, give the forehead something to rest into here. And give a little push of the head down so the back muscles all switch off. Once you've arranged your body in child's pose and the shoulders have switched off, connect in with the breath. Test out a big noisy sigh here. Work on slowing the breath and slowing the heart rate down. And as you compose yourself here, the heart rate, the breath, the mind, I'm just going to remind you
of using sound. We're about to open the outer hips and the front of the heart, two places that for most people store a whole lot. You have an opportunity to really shift something through here. That vibration of sound, that primal sound is going to help you. We're coming to Anahatasana. Come up to hands and knees. In this version of Anahatasana, we're going to have our fingertips on the ground. So feel free to watch if you don't know what this looks like. The hips stay above the knees, and then the hands come forwards, right up onto fingertips. It'll be a breath in, and then like the heart is trying to kiss the earth, breath out. Note that my arms are off the ground. We'll stay here for a breath in. We'll stay here for one breath out, and then you'll need your core to come up, palms down. We'll walk our way back into downward facing dog. So from our hands and knees, take a big breath in, walk the hands forwards, be right on your fingertips, looking forwards. Let's take a breath in, heart comes down, tailbone high for a breath out. Stay here for one breath in, stay here, and maybe noisy breath out. Squeeze your core a lot to bring the hands down. Walk gently back, child's pose. Head down, shoulders disengage. Take a big breath into the back of the heart here. Sigh something out. Without hesitating, come up to hands and knees. Good, without hesitating at all. Fingers forwards. We'll take a big breath in. Heart down, tailbone high, breath out. One big inhale here. Maybe sigh something out. Exhale. Squeeze the ribs towards each other, hands down, walk back, child's pose. Head down, arms relax. You've got a big inhale, feel the back of your body grow. Maybe sigh something out. Last time, move fast. Don't think about it. Come up, hands and knees. Don't let the hesitation visit you. Arms walk forwards. Take a big breath in. Drop the heart down. One big inhale here. Sigh something out. Squeeze the core. Place the hands down, child's pose. You're done with the heart openers. Rest in the effects. Head down. Soft breath. Notice what happens to you when you open the front of the body like that. Take one more big breath in here. Sigh it out. And then gently bring yourself up into a seated position with the legs out long in front. We're going to leave our right leg where it is. The right ankle is coming straight out from the right hip, so it's not opening on an angle, straight out. We're going to pick up our left foot. We're going to flex the left foot to start with, and manually, we're going to bring this foot as close as we can get it to the outside of the right hip. So it could take a little bit of adjusting. What we're going for here is we're doing our very best to stack left knee on top of right knee. Everyone's pose is going to be a little bit different here, but we're trying to stack our knees and to land this foot outside of right hip. When you have your version of that, flex into the right foot that's on the ground, bring your fingertips to the earth. Push the heart to the sky, open the front of the body, breath in here. Push the heart towards that right knee, breath out. Good, this might be enough for you. Stay here, see if you can relax this top leg, the left leg, let it disengage. If it's available, maybe the hands wrap around that right foot and the chin comes down. Wherever you are, close your eyes, work on softening the left leg, the top leg. If it's gripping, get it to stop gripping, soften the shoulders. Nice deep breaths here. Check that left leg for gripping again. Take a big breath in. Nice big sigh. We'll take one more inhale here. Big noisy sigh, really and truly, let something out.
slowly release the hands if they're on the foot. We'll bring our fingertips back to the earth. Belly button draws the spine as we lift up, roll the shoulders down. We're going to pick up the left foot with our hands and extend the left leg out. Just lean backwards onto the fingertips or the hands for a moment and just windscreen wiper the feet side to side here. Nice big breath. And then coming back up, our left leg's going to stay out in front now. Straight up from the hip, picking up the right foot. Trying to bring our right foot to the outside of the left hip. Trying to stack our knees on top of each other. So you might need to adjust the calf, move it out of the way. Take a moment to find your shape. Flex into that left foot that's on the earth. Fingertips come to the ground. Expand the front of the body. Take a breath in here. Bowing forwards, like your heart's trying to rest on this right knee. And then you'll find your version of this shape. If it's possible to bind the foot, maybe the leg somewhere, go for that. Relax the shoulders, close the eyes. Focus on relaxing this top leg. You really want it to disengage, to switch off. So check behind the knee if there's any tightness. Soften, soften, soften. Breathe here. Relax the shoulders, relax through the head and neck. Relax through the jaw and teeth. We'll take one more big inhale here. Take a big sigh. See what happens for you. Nice and slowly make your way back. Race through the core. Untangle the legs, bringing the right leg out. Let the feet flop side to side again. And then we're going to scoot forwards on our mat a little bit. We're going to massage into the back of the spine here. It's a really nice movement. Hook the hands behind the knees and just start to rock and roll along the mat. If you can, do this with the eyes closed. Slow it down so each vertebrae gets a little bit of sustained pressure through it. Add the breath and make this as small or as big as your body needs it to be right now. Let the next roll lay you down. Hug the knees into the chest. Bind the hands across the front of the shins if you can. So if you can get the fingers to touch, get the fingers to touch. If you could get the elbows, get the elbows. Parsva Muktasana, a big pose here. Really beautiful pose for your digestion. So this deliberate pressure on the ascending and the descending colon. See if you could relax the shoulders, tuck the chin in towards the chest and breathe. You should feel your belly push into your thighs here. Close the eyes. The jaw is soft. If you've got the impulse that you really want to let go here, it's really good feedback from your nervous system that you're in an aroused state. So when we immobilize the psoas like this, that's the muscle that helps you to pick your legs up when you run, and it doesn't feel okay for you, that's because your nervous system is telling you there's something you need to run away from. The good thing about the nervous system is you can communicate back to it by staying in this shape and saying, no, there's not. And then the nervous system will calm down a little bit. So stay here, even if you don't want to be here. Even if every instinct in your body is telling you to let go. Stay. Breathe. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Take a big, noisy sigh here. You've got 3 breaths left here. I highly suggest making all 3 of them noisy. Beautiful cascade of effects will follow in the body with 3 noisy breaths while you're holding your legs in this position. See how primal you can get with the last one. Big inhale. Nice big exhale. Let something go, let something go, let something go. Beautiful, everyone. Slowly release the bind here. With the eyes closed, slowly extend the right leg out. Whole right leg comes long. Let the foot flop to the side. Let the front of that right groin open, and then the left leg comes out long. Let both legs extend out. Make any little adjustments you need to. Palms face up. Eyes closed down. Such an important shape for refreshing your energy body. Close the eyes. Soften the whole body against the earth here. Let the breath take care of itself. Take a nice long inhale here. Big sigh. Feel the vibrations of your body as you sigh against the earth. And rest in the effects of that. If your life allows you to lay here for longer, please do. If your practice is finishing now, start to deepen the breath and roll really gently, really mindfully to the right side. Keeping the eyes closed and the awareness interiorize. Find your way back into an upright position. Palms rest down, heart lifts slightly. Find an easy breath here. A moment to call into your mind the version of you that you have decided to show up as today.